Good morning, Spirit Quest children, and all who are young at heart. My name is Judy Niesing, and I'm a member of the Mission and Service Committee at St. Peter's. Some of you might remember last winter when Shirley Taylor and I visited with you online for Spirit Quest. It was a very enjoyable time for both Shirley and I. If you do recall that time, then you might remember that we talked a lot about a very important topic to all of us, water. I'd like to review a little of what we discussed, and then we are going to talk about an exciting project we hope you will enjoy. One of the things we talked about was how important water is in our lives. For example, we drink it, bathe or shower in it, wash our clothing, dishes, etc. in water. We swim and play in and on the water, and we travel on water. I'm sure you can all think of many other ways we use water every day. One of my favorite things to do is to just sit beside the water and watch what goes on there. Sometimes I see fish jumping, or I might see a beaver or muskrat swimming by. I often see a water snake slithering through the water. And of course, I always see dragonflies, deer flies, dock spiders, and many other types of insects. On land, beside the water, I see squirrels and chipmunks and a mink family that reside nearby. I look across the bay and I see a great blue heron, ducks and loons. I hear frogs chirping and seagulls squawking. Often there are children, and adults too, swimming and having a great time, or kayaks, and the odd motorboat will go by. I see fishing boats on the water, far off in the distance. It is peaceful and serene. I would like you to take a moment to close your eyes and picture something that you like to do with water. Beautiful. Last year, we also talked about ways to conserve water because fresh, clean water is so very precious to all of us. Lori and Mary, also members of the M&S committee, sent out a chart calendar to all members of our church family. This chart listed ways we could conserve water every day. For example, we could not run the water tap when we brush our teeth until we are ready to rinse our toothbrush. Or we could put a little bit of water in a cup to rinse our toothbrush. Another way to conserve water is to wait until you have a full load of clothes before you do laundry, or a full load of dishes before you use the dishwasher. There were many other suggestions on the calendar, and we hope you and your family are continuing to follow as many of these suggestions as you can. Now, I mentioned a few minutes ago about how precious fresh, clean water is to all of us. Many of you may remember that last year we talked about how fresh, clean water is not available to all Canadians. Did you know that in some Indigenous communities, there are children, just like you, who have never been able to drink fresh water from their tap? They are not able to brush their teeth, wash their dishes or clothing, or bathe or shower in water from the tap. In fact, in some of the indigenous communities, there are grown-up adults who have never been able to do any of the things I have mentioned. Using dirty water from the tap may cause skin rashes and other illnesses. I want you to close your eyes again for a moment and think about what that must be like. Picture that dirty water coming out of the tap. Pretty grim, huh? Our Mission and Service Committee has for the past 2 years been educating about and fundraising for an organization called Water First. Thanks to the generosity of our congregation, we are nearing our fundraising goal. Over the past couple of years, our committee has provided information and shown video clips about Water First during our online church services. Perhaps you have seen some of these videos. Water First addresses water challenges in Indigenous communities through education, training, and working with other experts in the field. Water First is guided by the Indigenous youth and young adults who participate in the program. Although Water First began by bringing clean water resources to schools in Uganda and Africa, it is now working exclusively with Indigenous communities here in Canada. Water First believes that everyone has a right to safe, clean water. They also believe that the water crisis in Indigenous communities is unacceptable. We agree with them, and that is why we are supporting this important organization. Later this month, we will be acknowledging World Water Day. World Water Day is an annual United Nations Observance Day held on March 22nd that highlights the importance of fresh water. In honor of World Water Day, we thought Spirit Quest children might like to design a poster about water. Your poster might be about how to conserve water, or how everyone should have fresh water, or perhaps the importance of fresh water. I have a few sample posters to give you an idea. Your poster can be done on a sheet of paper like this. You can use crayons, colored pencils, markers, or whatever you like. Try to make them bright and colorful. You can send a picture of your poster to Amy, and during the March 20th service, we will show all of the posters, and perhaps at some point we can hang them up around the church as a reminder of the importance of fresh, clean, safe water. In addition, we will be making a donation to Water First for every child that enters a poster. Information about where to send the poster will be posted on the family site on Facebook and in the Friday announcements. Well, thank you, children. We of the Mission and Service Committee hope you will make a poster, and we hope you'll send it in. Thanks again. Bye.